If you're a 2300 sniper like I am, you're going to need all the help that you can get, especially if you're on console. What I have today is the optimal settings for crosshairs. Look at these, just fantastic. Really stands out. Yes, and there's this new glitch on Nabani. You shoot it up in the air, and it just disconnects your controller instantly. Do not do well in game. This will have you die. But just figured this out, and it's so it really messes with your PlayStation that you have to actually resync the controller with the PlayStation. So I had to plug it back into the cord. It took me about 5 tries, but finally you get it going. You want to go to the options at the bottom. Okay, you want to go over to controls, pass sensitivity. You see reticle. You want to select type, circle, and crosshairs. Go to the advanced settings. All right, you want the show accuracy on, of course. Choose the deep red color, not any off reds. Obviously, make 15 thickness. Crosshair length, you want that at 50. You can't make center gap any bigger, but shame. But if you can on PC, crank that up. Opacity, obviously, you need that at 100. No outline for this one. Outlines definitely mess with your brain. You do not want the outline. It is very confusing. Really messes with your head. And of course, dot size, you need that at a big 10. And that's the settings. That's the MLG Pro settings. Yes. Just look at this. Symmetra, not even close. I get cheated out of a kill with the Roadhog right there, but obviously, and you see this, Roadhog actually has the same exact crosshair settings as I do, so you'll see this a lot. If you haven't already, because these really are optimal. Obviously, you always just keep firing shots. Ultimate placement is still something that's hard to get down, regardless. But of course, so as you see, I'll land a couple of early hits. I get about 1 elimination per 10 minutes with Hanzo. Look at this. Optimal. Instantly, by just changing the crosshair settings, you can increase your accuracy by at least 10%. And Mora, of course, is running the same crosshairs, even though auto lock on characters need this less. It is still very helpful for them to get these particular crosshairs. Of course, it's colored red because you need to see it out. You need to see it. It needs to stand out from the rest of the screen, and of course, you need it the same color as the enemy. Not you don't want the lime green, because then you're not gonna be able to tell what's friendly or foe, and that's gonna mess with your aim, because you're gonna have to figure that out on a subconscious level before you actually can think about it. That's what this is all about. You train your subconscious, and then you can finally just use that to make shots that you would never make by thinking about it and aiming by thinking about where the crosshair is. That's just not going to work. You don't want rounded or thin crosshairs because that's just going to mess up with aim. With these crosshairs, you can simulate a whole player model, and that really helps your aim by simulating. I mean, it's not even close. McCree just got murdered, but obviously I was the better shot. He didn't have crosshairs. Clearly, McCree players love little dot crosshairs, and that's honestly the worst mistake you could ever make. Let's see Roadhog again. As we can see, his aim was on point. We managed to lose, but that's just because so many of the other team had proper crosshairs, while my team, I was talking to them in game. They all had normal default settings. Regardless, I'm a endorser by heart, so yes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that aim. That's the crosshairs at work. That really is. Expect your rank to go up at least 100 points within the next 5 or 6 games. And this is really something to expect. It is the best thing you can do for your game. I mean, look at that. 3 limbs. That's way, like, look at that. That's up. That's up in green. Yes. Let's leave game. So yeah, that's it. Use these settings to really just to get your game just